But I just can't. I can't imagine why anybody, a man or a woman, would want to be with a person who tells them what to do or what time they have to be home. And that was another thing. My wife and I, I mean, we did a lot of things together, but I don't think either of us ever felt like we had to do everything together. I've had some friends, men and women, and they do every single thing with their wife or with their husband. And there were many times when I would go to Mexico City by myself. Like, for example, especially if it was for a concert, I would go to see a concert, and sometimes my wife likes the same music as I do. Sometimes she doesn't. So sometimes if it was a group or a band that she liked, she would come to the concert. But if there was a concert and she didn't want to go, I would still go, and sometimes I would stay in a hotel and come back the next night. Let me show you something. Let me show you. I sent I might be going to a concert in Toronto on New Year's Eve. And I sent a message to one of my friends in Canada asking him if he was going to go. And let me show you what he replied to me. Okay. Can you read this message that I said to him?
It says in Toronto on New Year's Eve, are you gonna go?
Okay, so I asked him if he's going to go. Now, can you read his reply?
Hasn't heard about it. We'll look into it, but likely not. Speed metal is not necessarily Adele's cup of tea, lol.
Okay, so what he's saying, Adele is his wife. And what he's saying is, I don't know if I'm going to go because my wife doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, now this is a little bit different because it's New Year's Eve, and I guess you want to spend New Year's Eve with your husband or your wife. But I think
exists from your practice.
yeah, this is I think this guy, even if this was just a normal, Saturday night in February or in May or something, he would still do the same thing. I think, if you want to go to a concert, or do anything. Go to a baseball game or go to a museum. If your wife doesn't want to go, then go with somebody else or go by yourself.
Yeah. We in Turkey we say light man, like your friends.
What do you? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Light man.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Also, when my wife and I go to cinema, watching any new film, I don't like mostly because I don't like to sitting and watching any film by outside at outside.
Okay.
I can watch in my home when I want.
Yeah.
My thing is if we go outside, basically we can walk around.
Okay.
And we don't agree with my wife, mainly the cinema.
Okay. I went to the cinema or to the movies last night with my wife or my ex-wife. We saw, do you know this movie, the new movie, Suleiman, called The Irishman?
Irishman.
Yeah, have you heard about it?
No.
Well, it's do you like movies?
I don't yeah, I only watch and forgot. I don't memorize anything about movies. I don't follow the newest movies. My wife choose any film and we go.
Okay.
It doesn't matter for me.
Well, this new movie called The Irishman, it was playing in theaters just for a little bit, but then it's on Netflix. Do you have Netflix?
Do you use Netflix? Yeah, I have Netflix.
I don't know if it's on Netflix in Turkey because in different countries they have different programming. But it's called The Irishman. It's do you know Robert De Niro?
Yeah, I know.
It's Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. You know Al Pacino. Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
It's directed by Martin. It's an excellent movie. It's 3.5 hours. It's really, really long.
Oh,
But it's excellent.
like Indian movies.
Are Indian movies long?
Yeah, very long.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
No, I've never heard that Indian movies were long.
Indian movies are colorful. You should watch them. For example, I know the most famous actor, also actor in India, and also he opens the world. His name is Amir Khan.
What's his name?
Khan. Amir Khan.
Okay.
And his movies are very very good. What about they give message to people
Okay.
like peace and like love, etc. They give message every time. For example, what is the name? Three Idiots is the most popular movies.
I think you told me about that. Somebody told me. Was it you that told me about that?
No, I don't.
Somebody told me because I remember that title because I remember thinking that that's a funny title, Three Idiots. Somebody told me about that.
Yeah. I said I don't memorize the any movie name, so I don't know the names of movie now. You can check from internet, of course, and I advise. If you have time, you should watch.
Three Idiots. I love that title.
Three Idiots. Also, other movies. For example, you know the Muslims. People shows Muslims as a terrorist in the war.
Right.
And one of his movies name is I am a Muslim and I am not a terrorist.
Oh, interesting. Is it a documentary?
And no, it is movies. It is movie and it happens in USA.
Okay.
And he talked with USA president some of scenes also, and they are very good movies. I advise strongly.
Okay. I know Indian movies are very famous, but I've seen maybe I've seen one Indian movie.
Yeah, we don't know the their movie plan. Why? Because we don't follow them. If you follow, you can know, of course, and you can check from IMDb points, and you can watch.
I love IMDb. Yeah, it's actually I read it. What I always do when I watch a movie, especially if it's a good movie, a movie that I'm really interested in, I always go to IMDb and read about it.
I wrote the actor's name, Indian actor's
Amir
name.
Khan.
Yeah.
And he's Indian, this guy, Amir Khan, or Turkish?
Yeah,
he's Indian. Amir Khan, yeah, that's Indian.
India. Also, he is the most famous actor in India.
Oh,
In
really?
Bollywood. You know Bollywood?
Yeah, I know they call it Bollywood. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And
Hollywood, Bollywood.
is this the guy that was in the movie called I'm a Muslim, but I'm not a terrorist?
I don't. I
Or a
will
different
check.
guy?
No, same guy.
Oh, it is.
But I am not sure about the movie name.
Okay.
Uh, I am checking.
Okay.
My name is Khan. I am not a terrorist.
My name is Khan. I'm not a terrorist.
Yeah. Movie's name is My Name is Khan. My name is Khan.
Yeah. Okay, I see. From 2010.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm reading about it now.
3 Idiots. Also PK.
What is PK?
PK is the other good movie.
PK like this, like the letters P and the letters K?
Yeah, it shows like it, and it is the PEEKAY. The name is.
No, now hold on. There are two movies. There are two movies called My Name is Khan. I think. Yeah, hold on. I think there's one from 2010 and another from 2013. If you take a look at this one, Suleiman.
And for example, also they give message like every children is special. Every child
is special.
Yeah. It is the original name. I couldn't find the English name.
And now I see that there are two things. There's Dollywood and Bollywood. I had never heard of Dollywood. I knew Bollywood, but not Dollywood.
I never heard also.
It's hard to remember all these different terms they have for
everything. You know, Wikipedia is not open in Turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. I knew in China it wasn't, but I didn't know.
Also in Turkey, and you find the way you put 0 before W,
and it works?
Yeah, it does.
So what, the government blocks Wikipedia?
0. Yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't know that.
Dollywood. Dollywood romantic.
Okay. But I know they make great movies in India. I know some of them are very famous. I don't know why I don't watch them. I think I just don't really hear about them very often.
They have different faces.
Yeah.
Different faces, and they talk about the scenes with musical dances.
Okay.
If you have time, of course, you should watch because they are very long, not like normal movies.
Okay. I'll have to investigate this a little bit more. Yeah, I was like watching new stuff. I don't watch movies. I used to love movies. Movies used to be one of my favorite things in the world. And now I don't really watch them nearly as much as I used to for many reasons. All right, we're just about finished, Suleiman. Excellent.
Yes.
Thanks again, like always, for the reservation, and we'll
Thanks very
talk
much.
again. Okay, see you, Suleiman.
Okay.
Bye.
See you. Thank you.